Can you give me a few minutes? Because I need to get my composure. Up next, though, we got Naytro versus Brwnmamba. And we got, he's a couple characters we don't see too often. So Dark Pit, Combo Fiend, Bread and Butters galore, gets consistent damage, and actually pretty solid just with the game with a lot of characters who do stuff similar. Usually you go with like a Paladin or something instead. But
exactly, but you know what? That's the thing, man. Dark Pit, those kind of characters just maybe a little too honest to like hang in there down the stretch when it really gets kind of deeper into the bracket. But nah, in pools you're going to see a lot of kind of character diversity. Banjo, everybody was clamoring for this character, Ajax, when it came out. Where the hell they been at?
I was one of them.
Where they been at?
I'll say why. A big reason why is this character ended up being, you have to play him slow. You have to condition people on shield by using projectiles and those grenades. And you only, one of your main kill options, you have 5 resources too. So it feels a little weird the way you play him. Plus the up air is really bad. But
your honesty is amazing.
Yeah, but you know what? It is the impressive play from the Banjos who are good is crazy because they condition you into shield in a way that you just get so stressed out of. They get the mix-up of up tilt to up smash, and that is something you got to watch out for.
Oh, got to watch out for that as well. Well played right there by my man Naytro. It's kind of explode on that first stock. Not a bad job, and this is where Dark Pit can really start to gain some momentum here. Gain some acceleration, trying to come back, cover themselves nicely with the arrows. Like a Brwnmamba trying to get that good positioning, but I don't know, man. Banjo playing from behind can be a little annoying, but you can just throw out that Kazooie and kind of rectify that situation.
She always got your back, man. She always there, down in the trenches, ready to go. But Banjo is actually a character that plays really well with the lead in the long run because they can force approach out of you, and if you jump too much, congratulations, here's a Wonder Wing. But with the fact that we got Dark Pit with that arrow, it's actually a pretty decent check, and even using the down B as a way to kind of back it up for a second. Not too much because it becomes baitable, but it's a good way to kind of keep Banjo from being able to play the zoning game.
There you go, man. And you already know that zoning game, obviously, as you alluded to, man, one of Banjo's kind of best tools, best way of just how you handle this character. But I must say, I'm very impressed by the fact that Naytro has had little to no difficulty kind of dealing with that and just really slicing through, giving himself a full stock lead, taking that grenade into his own hands and just continuing to apply this pressure.
Combo consistency, man. That's the name of the pits. They got the early string combos, they got down air to kills, and they also have a forward throw at ledge that'll kill too. So Banjo, who normally is kind of content with chilling back for people who don't want to press buttons too much, there's still a kill throw available. So you got to be super worried about that. And as Naytro, again, just keeping this up.
You're really just getting a lot of free damage. This is looking pretty good. Oh, man, Naytro. But, dude, okay, I'm going to just keep it real. Brwnmamba's just spamming smash attacks.
I was going to say, I've noticed that Brwnmamba seems to recognize, you know what? My hits all come from swinging big. And it worked out because now that led to the Wonder Wing. Yeah. And forward air coming in. Now all of a sudden, big damage coming in. Trying to get the air dodge there with the grenade. Didn't get it, though.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it almost seems so telegraphed. I would expect Naytro to kind of be a little more hip to it, but nonetheless, Brwnmamba keeping this one fairly close, I want to say.
I mean, it kind of, all right, that should be a kill then. Yeah, that's what's going to take that out. Very good spacing.
Beautiful.
I think it comes back to a saying I like to say a lot about people like an Elite Smash or like, say, Leon, for example, who plays with the Bowser. How do you condition someone who has no fear? Like, if he keeps doing it and it keeps working, you're going to be really confused because the flow chart don't match up to you just swinging here. And at the very beginning, you tried to play real Banjo stuff, and it's like, wait, hold up, the smash attacks are hitting. Why don't I just keep doing it?
I like that because it's funny because it's like how in sports, it's just like, well, this doesn't match the analytics. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't keep up with this. My brain doesn't compute.
Yeah, I can't get the referee to deflate this ball right now. Like, this ain't making no sense.
You're OD. If you understood that reference, put a 1 in the chat. I was going to throw it out there right now. My sports aficionados out there. But we got game number 2. No character swap. We're going to change that stage up a little bit here. With some Smashville. Switching
it up to the Gruntilda skin. Sometimes, they're swapping the skins between games will like give you a little bit of like maybe a mental boost. All right, look, it worked. It worked the first game. Now you need a grab. You need the consistency of combos. Like maybe.
You've already conditioned to expect. Okay, I'm just gonna smash tag out my ass. Like mixing some grabs in there. Get a little different.
Exactly, change it up. This ledge trap looking so good from Naytro right now. And forcing the high recovery, trying to catch it. Actually, I like that. Going for the reverse hit of down smash, because if you're out of position of that Wonder Wing and lag, then you just get a kill.
Okay. Forward throw, yep. Chase across the stage, putting that pressure on. Ooh, if he's a little bit closer, that might have connected, but still getting the advantage. Brwnmamba obviously forced to go low.
Yeah, going in with the aggressive there, too. Like, what do you want to see out of Brwnmamba to make the adjustments here to try and get in? Oh, my God, getting capitalized big on that. That's a huge whiff punish with that down air to up smash.
Naytro is cooking. Like, you can really tell when somebody's just kind of engaged and just fully confident in the fact, like, okay, I'm probably going to win this one. Obviously, it's in pools right now. Look how they get that 2-0. And it just seems like Brwnmamba, like for him, he's just trying to put some distance between the two. Even when he tries to get in, tries to get that offense flowing, it's just getting stuffed every single time. Like at this point, man, you're just fighting for your life. You're not even fighting to just get some hits.
Yeah, something I'm seeing a lot of Brwnmamba like do right now as well is when you get into a spot where you're behind, you tend to attack where they are instead of where they're going to be. Naytro keeps moving just out of range because he knows that Brwnmamba is going to swing at a disadvantage. It's like, well, you keep putting a hitbox right there again. Just like he puts the hitbox out with the back air, he puts the hitbox out with the down air before, and he just moves out the way. Land and just kind of fade back and let that movement happen, then punish Naytro afterwards.
He's put him in a situation where essentially he has no choice but to do that, right? I mean, that's, you know, he has to kind of approach, he has to make these comebacks. 142, man, it's not looking too well. That fair still not going to be enough, man. Just now entering triple digits is Naytro. Full control, Brwnmamba.
I like
I'm glad it's Brwnmamba because Kobe would not play like this.
Oh, but yeah, you're right.
Say it.
Would have landed every one of those forward days by now. I mean, like, all these, I like the option coverage that we're seeing out of Brwnmamba at the ledge. Using that down tilt, it does hit below ledge, especially at high percents. But running up, trying to catch these down smashes. I think the big thing is just Naytro's refusing to get grabbed. Remember before we talked about how the down throw to up tilt, down throw to up smash, he hasn't been able to land any.
He's been very elusive, I'll give him that. And it's been benefiting him so much. 170, my goodness. And then just Wonder Ringing right into his face, not going to get anything off of that.
Forward throw definitely take the stock here.
Definitely, yeah, you mentioned that, you know, that kill throw that Dark Pit does have. Very efficient, and this has been a great display so far from Naytro, who still has yet to let this stock go. Just gets back down. The aggressive options continue to pour out, and Brwnmamba just being overwhelmed right before our very eyes.
Yeah, and you can see, like, Naytro now with 2 stocks up can definitely afford to go off stage with you and just find a couple attempts at some dares and just absolutely tear the stock up. He can play as much as he wants. It's a borrowed time stock right now. Even if you get a forward throw and maybe kill a ledge or one of these F tilts, back throw's still not going to do it just yet either. That's at the point where basically nothing's actually capitalizing.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, if you're a Brwnmamba, that's just straight up. That's just straight up frustration at this point. It's like, damn, man, nothing I'm doing is connecting, hitting. And for Naytro, he has no reason not to just kind of go off and try and seal this one out there. Still being very cautious though. Recognizing Wonder Wing, not on that attempt though. Just gets off a ledge and lets it fly. Finally though, a stock does come down, but I mean, I gotta say, man, it's looking too little too late.
Yeah, only 4 of those Wonder Wings left at this point, so the resource counter does drop, and he knows that your kill condition is gone. I like the attempt trying to find a short hop up here to get a big string, but you have to capitalize big. Doesn't do anything on reaction there either. Tried to catch that forward smash. That might, with bad DI, that might have actually just killed.
I was gonna say, man, that was worth the attempt for sure. Ooh, as is this, yeah. Well, good effort, good effort. I like the fact that we did see Brwnmamba, at least on that final stock. It's kind of like fight or flight, right? Like you got to string some stuff together. You really don't have much of a choice in that situation. But the problem was that percentage, man, was already way too high. That up smash getting the job done.
I think the big thing was just disadvantage was like the same thing every time. We saw jump first, then swing, jump first, swing, jump first, swing. You have up B. You can use up B to stall too in center stage. And you had the multiple jumps, so you could change up your landings. But you just never did that.
I always wonder, like in those situations, are they just like when you've already fallen so far behind, have you just kind of resigned yourself to defeat? You know what I mean? Like obviously the options are there, but you're not taking advantage of it. It's just like, okay, just going through the motions, like whatever, I'm already done. Like it is what it is. I don't know.
I think the biggest piece of advice that I could give people when they get in that spot is look at the clock. You have 6 minutes left to play the game. You can change it up. You have a lot of time to like mess with someone and find new opportunities. But when you're doing the same thing and it keeps working over and over again for the opponent, sometimes maybe take that quick pause for a second. Maybe take a second on the Angel platform to recoup yourself, recollect. Because like you said, if it just keeps working for them, like what did Naytro need to do to adjust? Everything just kept falling into his lap.
You know what? I have an idea for Brwnmamba. Okay, much like a lot of you guys might want to take advantage of this. Okay, check out Metafy. Wow, you can get to play and learn from the best in the world, and maybe you too can learn what to do at a disadvantage. Go ahead and use that promo code FALL15 to get 50% off all of your lessons. The homies at Metafy.gg have really been providing a lot. And I gotta say, I don't know who came up with this business model, but it is very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like straight up.
Yeah, it's really intelligent, and it gives. One of my favorite things about it too is it gives a new outlet to the players to have something to do. Like we have, you have tournament performance,